Hello and welcome to an bonus episode of Pokécraft Wandering. I'm CDRom. I'm not joined by anyone today, and I'm just going to be showing you off some of the stuff which maybe we might have missed in the last episode, or that has been done since. So I'm just here in the hub at the moment. This is the hub. I think we showed you this in the first episode, and I'm going to fly over to Kanto, so you can get an idea of the world itself, the world around you. Another thing you might be able to see now, which you couldn't before, is that I've got Ray's minimap up here, which you can see there. There's a lovely view of the world as a whole, and we can see we're approaching the Indigo Plateau over there, which is nice. You get much more of a realistic view of this. I might later show you some of the world maps I've been making. I spent a large deal of yesterday mapping Hoenn, that is to say, flying over Hoenn repeatedly in a back and forth motion until the maps showed the entire thing. Another thing I would like to apologise for is frame rate. My computer is not a very powerful computer, and as a result the frame rate will probably be all over the place. Fraps is currently going at about 30, but there's a very good reason that Bidoof King normally records these things. So here we are in Pallet Town. I think you've already seen Pallet Town, so I don't really know why I started here. Yeah, this is more of a showing off the interiors that we've done since the last episode, which is a lot of them actually. I think we should. I don't know if you showed me Silphco last time. Yeah, I should do Viridian as well. Viridian's been done for a long time. So is the this here, and yes, yeah, we did show you Silphco. So I'm not. This is all just going to be done in one take. I'm not going to be editing this because Vegas craps out whenever I do anything remotely crazy. Again, this is. I think we did show you all this stuff. We showed you Mount Moon. God, it's been so long since we recorded that first episode. I'm choosing to do this on my own initiative. This is just Kanto. It's one problem we've had. We're now on 1.4.6, which you can see when I press F3. There, look, 1.4.6, is that animals seem to respawn in this, so I need to use World Edit's lovely butcher command and kill all the animals periodically. I don't know if you saw on top of the Pokemon Center back in the hub, we had a thing set up to do that automatically, which was very handy. Here's something new actually. I don't think you've seen Cerulean. Potentially not anyway, so look, it's got like Bill's house. Not Bill. Why did I say Bill's house? This isn't Bill's house. This is a cycle place. Still needs updating. We've not really updated the interiors yet. They are for another time. We're currently just working on connecting all the links, and as far as I'm aware, all of the links are here in Kanto at least. I don't know why that is not lit up, because the thing isn't. How very odd. Yeah, this is Misty's gym. It's not great, but that doesn't work. I thought you might be. There's this red and blue joke for everyone there. You remember those buggy shit piles? Yeah, and we've got the broken house. This is an addition since the last episode because we realised we didn't have it. It's dark because we can't be asked to install lighting. There will be lighting. One thing which we might actually do is provide night vision potions, which I'm just going to get a splash potion out so I can quickly. There we go. Now you can see it. It's kind of trashed. I love this. That the logs can be placed sideways. Thank you, Mojang. Thank you so much for that. And another thing to thank Mojang for, the Redstone update. Been following Jeb's Twitter recently. You know, I'm recording this on what day is it? It's Friday. So he tweeted some stuff yesterday on Thursday, and it's like, wow, it's almost as good. It's not as good as Red Power, of course. It's not as good as Red Power, but it's stuff. You know, it's actual stuff. It's a daycare centre. It's cauldrons. Remember cauldrons? Yeah, they were kind of useless. Well, maybe they might come into their own with hoppers. Plus, that's another thing that looks interesting. You know, it's almost like, you know, we might not need stuff like Tech-It soon. That's another thing which has come out today. Tech-It Lite. Tech-It's now on 1.4.6. I don't know if it's actually using Bucket though. Oh, I do like Tech-It. I like it a lot more than Feed the Beast, now that Feed the Beast have added... God, this is probably going to be a very controversial statement. I am not a brony. I just want to throw that out there. I am absolutely not. But apparently the Feed the Beast devs are sympathetic to that line of thought, and have added a brony mod pack, which is voxel box with the My Little Brony thing. And here I can show you some Viridian stuff. Look, we've got some of the signs in now. Some of the signs are here. How nice is that? Isn't this great? And these are accurate signs. These are accurate signs. These are what it actually says in the game. And this is actually lit. It's lit, so you know I've not got my my night vision potion anymore. I just use milk. That's what milk's used for. Not many people know that, because no one uses potions. Because you need netherwort. And honestly, netherwort, far too difficult to find. I think I just saw a sheep. Sheep, oh god, sheep are our absolute worst enemy. We fucking hate sheep, because they will, they'll go and they will, they'll delete the grass. And the grass doesn't regrow, because if it regrew, it would regrow over there. And you've probably just seen some chat there. That's because we've linked this to our classic server, which still exists. For those of you who might have been following us for the 3 years we've been going, that's not an exaggeration, we've actually been going for 3 years. Why am I going this way? There's nothing of note up there. We've actually been going for 3 years. And we have a classic server which is still going. And it's the IP of it hasn't changed since about June 2010. So if you've got the IP saved, you can still connect to that, and that's still there, and that's still got Kanto and Hoenn and Sinnoh on it. It's all there. You can go, and if you do that, you don't even need an account. Though, to be quite honest, if you're watching Minecraft videos of Pokemon recreations on YouTube, you probably already have an account. In my day, no one had accounts. You know, we had the in Christmas 2009, 3 years ago. If you had an account in Minecraft, you could... sorry, I'm just moving some stuff around my desk. You could gift it. You could gift another copy of your account for free to your friend. You don't have to pay. There was no catch at all. And but there were only like 1,500 people took advantage of this. It's crazy. Free accounts. You know, Mudson, who's on this server, he has a free account. He never paid for Minecraft, but he's an alpha user. So he's better than all you beta and release users. God, we hate you. We don't really hate you. We like you a lot. We want you to see our maps and see the things. And these interiors are terribly boring. And to be quite honest, most of them have just been copied and pasted. The Safari Zone. I don't think we showed you the Safari Zone properly. One thing I realised about the Safari Zone, it is absolutely, completely, almost 100% incorrect. Because it wouldn't fit in the overworld, and that's the same with Hoenn's, which goes underneath the department store. We've fitted it anyway, and Johto's, which simply does not fit anywhere in the world. They don't fit; they're too big. Sinnoh, oh no, Sinnoh's does. The Great Marsh does actually. I might show you that actually. But yeah, this is the Safari Zone. This is the rest house. I do like Junglewood. They allow us to give something of a rustic, kind of safari-ish feel. If anyone's ever been on safari, it's pretty good actually. Went on safari when I was young. Not many people know that about me. I lived in Namibia for a while. When I was about 6, went to school. Well, nursery, because they don't start school over there till they're 6. In the UK, we start at 4. Yeah, that's just the Safari Zone. I'm just rambling now. Yeah, I lived in Namibia, and we went on safari to Etosha. And we've met horrible... What the fuck? Is it lagging? I think it might be lagging. I'm just going to type some text. Okay, I don't know why I can't send the chat message. Is it a setting? Is this a thing that I've done? Oh right, it's that. Yeah. I meant to hide the chat before I started, and... Yeah. Oh god, fuck you, pig. Ah. Oh, I see. I was trying to open the chat there, but then I realised that I didn't. Oh, that's what caused it. That's what caused me to warp. It's the fucking pigs. That's a problem. Why? When we release this map, we're going to have to release it with mods, unless Mojang wises up. Just because Otherwise there will be animals, and the sheep will be around, and they'll eat the grass, and the pigs will be around, and the cows will be around, and they will activate these pressure pads here. So you watch him there. God, I hate him so much, and God, I'm just gonna, not actually, no, I'm not gonna kill him. The pig's pretty cool. I'm not gonna kill that pig. I'm gonna butcher him. I'm gonna genocide on the pig. World edit. Where would we be without world edit? I say that. Almost all of Kanto was built by hand without any special tools. Just consider that when you see all these amazing builds in Minecraft which have used voxel sniper or world edit. Kanto, and actually a large part of Hoenn too, were built by hand. You know, every single one of these blocks here, and these are original blocks. Well, these aren't because they're half blocks at the top. God, we waited so long for those. You know, these half blocks, they were introduced in October 2009, and it took them until fucking March 2012 to sort out that maybe we weren't going to occupy the top half of the block as well as the bottom half. But yeah, the road, this is original. This was placed by hand. Cycling road, all placed by hand. See, these here had to be placed twice by hand. Because, you know, you couldn't just place a double slab. You had to do that. And on the classic server, it didn't work as well. So you'd end up placing it like one above the other. So it would be like that. And then they'd sort of like compress down. And God, it would take ages. God, the classic server was so bad. Then eventually we did get Mine, M-Y-N-E, which we've spoken about before, which allowed us to do that sort of thing. And Minecraft is better these days. There's still some things that like were good in classic, which you still can't. Sponges, they're still there. You can still do. How many people know about the sponge? It's a sponge. It's useless. No one uses it. There's no crafting recipe. You know, if I look it up in NEI, I can't. I'm tapping R, by the way. NEI isn't working. Oh, no, let me see. I've got NEI, but they were so useful for clearing out water. These days you've got to use signs or dirt or snow. CDRom. This is where we started last time and where I was caught off the record making comments about the royal family. We've got interiors now. You can go inside CDRom Mansion. Or condominiums as they are correctly romanized. It was a mistake in both the original and the remakes to call them mansion, which is why in Heart Gold and Soul Silver they're referred to as condominiums. But again, this is where I actually got a copy of Fire Red and copied the signs. That's how we get the signs correctly, because you can't find sign data on Bulbapedia. I mean, to be honest, no one has any use for sign data. It's niche. I mean, you know, the kind of people who use sign data are the kind of people who spend 4 years recreating Pokemon maps in Minecraft. And yeah. Okay, that's new. That's new. I'm Kieran. I don't know if that was. I think that was mentioned last time. My name is Kieran. But the I know everything sign. That's a real sign. That's really there. And this is the house where you get Eevee. And you go inside it, and it's like, look, snarky comments on the board. You can pause it and read those. Although I've probably been looking at them now for long enough that you can read them yourself. Yep. God, the wireless adapter. How useless was that? I mean, to be honest, it was like released. I mean, when did those games come out? Like in the UK, they came out in October 2004, and then the DS was released in America in November 2004. And the people who really wanted one in the UK got one early through the NVIP Stars scheme, which was NVIP. That was a memory. That's how me and Mudson know each other. We were both on the NOE forums, Nintendo of Europe. God, they were awful. If anyone, and I presume a lot of you have been on 4chan, it was a lot like that, except for Nintendo. There was no moderation. There was one moderator who didn't give a damn about the forums. You know, he'd come in very occasionally and ban you for trivial offences like posting your friend code. And the software was archaic. There were no images, so I guess 4chan's more advanced in some ways. If any of you from 4chan came the other day, and I posted the link, the IP to the server on VP, the Pokemon boards. Hello, if you're watching this. I don't know if you are. Yeah, I don't know what else there is to show you in Kanto, really. I mean, most of the interiors are kind of dull. I'm just trying to think of some of the smarter interiors. I don't think we should... No, we didn't show you Pokemon Mansion last time, so we'll go and show you Pokemon Mansion. And that's nothing at all. Or is it? It's a Feebas. It's underwater. Feebas. One of the most useless Pokemon. We go inside it, and it's... Yeah. It's a Feebas. Moving on. You can see the lovely thing we have to do to fit the Safari Zone in. Yeah. Though, mind you, I guess that's in some ways like real life, because in real life they've had to fill in Tokyo Bay, which this is based on. They use landfill and stuff, so they've got more space, because Japan is all hilly and mountainy. Where was I going? Pokemon Mansion is where I was going. Very, very creepy place. No one liked Pokemon Mansion, because it's like, what went on there? What happened? Why was there... You know, this is a case where it's not condominiums, it was an actual mansion. But, you know, why was there, like, Mewtwo researching in the mansion? What was that all about? Sorry about that. Just night vision. This is dark, and we don't really know how to do these, the doors in here, because you got the statues, the whatever they are, Mew statues, and God, fucking Zubats. And they do stuff. They drop these barriers here, but we don't know how to do that, because obviously as admins we can just go through them, but as users you can't. In New Moville, which no one ever remembers even existing, it was basically a power plant, but in Generation 3's Ruby and Sapphire. And ooh, sorry about that. That was my computer farting itself to death. I'll try and find some stairs so you can see upstairs. It's in New Moville. There are gates which work similar except with pressure pads, and we were able to do those very simply because they only take up 2 blocks. So we just put pistons in the wall and hooked it up to a simple NAND latch, memory latch, which works really well. And yeah, this is Pokemon Mansion. Again, it needs updating. This should really be a balcony, but like we're not really sure how it all works because Pokemon Mansion is awful and no one likes Pokemon Mansion. And I think I'm just gonna go up. Oh no, jumped over. Here we go. And then you've got the wonderful life lessons that this game teaches you, which is throw yourself into darkened abysses. And I can never remember which one it is. I think you have to take the smaller one, and yeah, there's tripwires there. That's how we do the falling, because you can't see pressure pads. And obviously you'd be seeing this in the dark like this. So you know it's pretty dark. It's pretty dark, and you jump down, and oh, where have you landed? You've landed right here. I don't know where this is. Hey kids, go exploring in abandoned buildings. This game gives you great life lessons. Oh no, you can see outside. This is a disaster. This is... I don't like Kanto. Let's move on from Kanto. I don't even know how long I've been recording for. I should have looked at the clock before I started. Probably just boring you now. I mean, I guess you get a chance to see all this. Oh god, there's a pig there. Time to butcher him. And oh god, I'm going to have to Vegas that out because you can see the IP there. I am going to have to edit this in Vegas. Joy! That's going to be enjoyable. Every time you see the chat. Oh god, that's... Oh, sure isn't. Oh god, oh god, oh god. This is our wonderful train track. I think what we'll do to bridge this episode and the next, which maybe Hoenn? I don't know what we're doing. I think we're probably going to look at the Sevies. But you know, you can take this episode as a bridge between like where are we? Oh, here we are. We're approaching this. And I'll show you the road to Hoenn, which is it's just something I built the other day. This is basically the latest structure on the server. The actual latest building work was doing some portals in Sutopolis and in the other place, Pacificlog and Fortree. So basically the cool cities in Hoenn, because Hoenn has the coolest cities, because Hoenn is the coolest. Hoenn for life. That's with a 4. And I need to... Sheep over there. Oh fuck, I just showed you the IP again. I'm going to have to edit that out. Anyway, I measured the distance to Hoenn earlier. It's 103 kilometres. 1.3 kilometres. There you go. Sinnoh, which you can see at the other end, I'm not going to go there, is about a mile. It's almost exactly a mile at 1600 metres. So I'm going to fly this. And you can see sheep damage. There's loads of sheep damage along this route because I just couldn't be asked to keep pressing butcher. And you know what, I'm not going to do it anymore, just so I know that after this point where I'm flying on, there will be no more shots of the server IP, so I won't have to edit them in Vegas. And see, this is a rather nice road. It's only 3 wide, because if you add another lane and it takes 25% longer, and it's just more of a pain. So it's only 3 wide, and to be quite honest, it doesn't need to be any wider. It could be 1 wide. All it needs to do is show you where to go. There's some sheep damage, and there's some sheep. Oh God, I'm going to have to butcher. There you go. I would say just pause it and look. Don't pause it and look at that. I'm going to edit it out anyway. But more sheep damage. God, I hate them. And this is a tunnel, because yeah, I'll go over the top just so you can see why exactly we built a tunnel. Because the alternative was route it around steep cliffs with trees on them, and you can see there's glowstone blocks here, which is, oh my God, that is some horrible sheep damage. We are, ooh, that's not good. Stupid 1.4.6 update. There's more sheep. Just gonna give this kind of a, yeah, there we go. 108. Wow, that's a lot of squid, probably squid in the sea. I got nothing against the squid. But yeah, that's why we did a tunnel there. And so it comes out here, which is just the other end of the tunnel. It's quite a long tunnel. You can see the moon rising at the other end of it. And then it continues for a long way. Like I said, it's almost a mile. It's 1.3 kilometres. Goes all the way along here. And all of this terrain here, I made this by hand. No, that's a lie. I didn't make it by hand at all. I made it. Hold on, I'm just going to turn down the sound. I made this using Photoshop and clouds to create a height map, which I then sort of superimposed and blurred the edges a bit over a map of Japan. Which is why, if you look at the entire map as a whole, it is a map of Japan, which is it's quite neat, really, isn't it? That we've got this map of Japan, and oh, what have we got here? Strictly no entrance by royal decree. A mysterious thing in the woods. I don't remember building this. No, of course I remember building this, but I'm not going to show you how to get in, because one of these buttons, you've got these 2 buttons here. One of these buttons will basically, it won't do something very nice, but the other of the buttons will open the door. So, you know, you got nasty button, nice button, nice button, nasty button, nasty button, nice button. To be honest, I can't remember which one I put them in. I could see if I opened up the command blocks behind, but one of them opens the door, the other one does not open the door and will not be very good for you. It won't kill you. You know, we're not going to kill you, because you might have history, you got experience and stuff. But we're not going to show you what's inside here, or are we? Yeah, it's just the gate, and goes down. But where does it go down to? Well, that's something you might have to find out yourself. Just saying, there's more than one way to break an omelette, which is a way to say there is another entrance to whatever is down there. There's also, in the forest somewhere, I don't know if you can see it on the map. No, you can't. There is also a ventilation shaft for whatever is down there. So just letting you know, there are so many Easter eggs on this map. Honestly, I might do a video dedicated to them. But I am jealous. Honestly, I'm jealous of you people. That oh God, I just want to show you this section here. If you look, the trees basically come down in an unbroken line all the way down to the water line. I had to cut down like 3 trees to get this road through. Beforehand, this was impassable. If you wanted to get around here, you had to swim. It was not fun. But yeah, well, I can't remember what I was talking about. God, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, the secrets. Yeah, I'm jealous of you, because you will get to experience all the secrets. You'll get to go down that mine shaft and see what it is that is. God, sheep. Fuck you, sheep. And get to see what it is that is down there, and you'll get to see the mystery of the ruined castle or the secret nuclear bunker that may or may not exist. And notice that I said that separately to whatever is in there, saying that that's not a secret nuclear bunker. What else is? Is there a secret nuclear bunker at all? Is that just a false flag? But yeah, no. There's when we do like the open beta release of this, we'll be showing off. There's a survey which will ask you if you found some of the Easter eggs. So they're not exactly secret that they exist, just where they exist. So there's some pretty impressive ones, like for example, the Hindenburg, or sorry, I keep just setting it down. You're here to see Pokemon shit, not listen to my voice. And this is Hoenn. Secret sneak preview of Hoenn. And if you know your Pokemon geography, that's Rustboro. That's Lynette's house. Half of Lynette's house. Because I can't exactly render very far when I've got fraps going in the background. Yeah, that's pretty much it, I think. I don't think there's a great deal that I'd want to show you more than this that I've not already shown you. I've shown you some of the hubs, some of the transportation network. One thing we do need to get for Hoenn is a train track. And we're still not sure how we're going to get to Hoenn, because like in Sinnoh, it's just a train track or a road. Both of them take you to the same place. In Kanto, there's no road, there's just a train track. Is that another sheep? Is that another fucking sheep? God, fuck you, sheep. Fuck you. I'm just going to walk to the spawn now. But in Hoenn, it's like in Kanto and in Sinnoh, it's easy to get to the places. The starting towns are at the edge, but in Hoenn, the starting town's like it's in the middle, and that needs a fucking pressure pad. That does, so you can get in and out. I don't know if we've shown you this. This is Professor Oak's lab. It's based on the anime depiction, and I built this, and I'm remarkably proud of it. Again, this was built like years and years ago. Yeah, it's got his library, all sorts of stuff, and his lab, which is up top here. It's rather impressive, and his bed. So I think actually here's a good place to leave it. So maybe I'll do more of these bonus episodes, or maybe you'll just have to wait for the next episode. I'm going to bed. I'll need to blur out the IP there. And good night.